Um, Good evening from my end. Um, Today, although it's been long I posted video, but today I just want to discuss on a topic called sources of light. Normally, I discover that students have been finding it difficult to describe what is called that sources of light and even to explain it in details. But normally, if we want to delve into the aspect of wave, you know, the first part is about wave at large. That is when we talk about the characteristic, the properties of wave. That is when we talk about the types of wave. You understand? Maybe we should go through that in our next class, where we'll have to solve some problems related to um, wave and wave equations. Did you understand that? Now, to cut the story short, normally in sources of light, remember we have um, luminous and non-luminous sources of light. For the non-luminous, um, for luminous rather, they are those objects that when the ray of light, that produce light, those objects that produce light on their own, that is what we call luminous sources of light. Are you with me? Now let me break this down. For luminous sources of light, we have is broken into three parts. The first one is the aspect of the luminous by nature. What do I mean by the word nature? That means they occur naturally. Now let's move into it. But before that, don't forget to subscribe while watching the video. And ensure to watch it to the very end. Don't skip a bit of it because this video is very important. Now, for luminous, I said it has three parts. The first one is by nature. By nature, it means they occur naturally. Are you with me? They occur naturally, such as your sun, the sun, and the stars. If I ask some students out there that they should mention some natural sources of light, I am pretty sure that they are going to mention moon. That is not correct. It is not the best. We have two, the sun and the star. Why not moon? It can't be moon because moon takes its source from the sun. Moon is a kind of, let me call it translucent object. What we are seeing out here is the ray from the sun's shadow. Do you understand that? Now, let me now move to the second aspect of it. We have the luminous sources by creature. 1 minute, please. Come back. Now I said we have I've described that of now the one of creature. For that of creature, I don't know if you have seen this fly that do flies at night. We call it fireflies. It can also be called the glowworms. Those ones are creatures. They are just small creatures, flies. Are you with me? Now, we have the luminous source. The luminous sources by man-made. Man-made means I may be the one to make it. You may be the one to make it. But the light that is coming out is true man-made. Such as your torchlight, your electric bulb, your candle light, and so on and so forth. So those ones are luminous sources of light by man-made. I've explained by creature, I've explained by nature, and now by man-made. Are you with me? Now, let us move ahead. We have the non-luminous sources of light. I hope you've gotten that of the luminous sources. For the non-luminous sources of light, we have it is like those objects that do produce light when rays of light fall on them. Do you understand that? Objects that do produce light when rays of light fall on them, we call such non-luminous sources. Are you with me? Now, for that non-luminous sources of light, we have something like your plain white paper. Plain white paper. If you open it in the sun, you will see a kind of reflection. Exactly. In your eyes. We have plain mirrors. If you direct rays of light towards plain mirror, the result is non-luminous. Is that taken? Means it is going to reflect in the other direction. That is why once you point the ray of light, that ray of light that you have pointed, we call it the incident ray. While the one it is producing in the other side, that's the reflected one now, we call it the reflected ray. Is that clear? Now, that is by the way. If we now move further, if we now move further, we have something like glasses. Point torchlight, it will reflect. Exactly. Now, those ones are, we also have signboard, please. Signboard. When um, maybe you direct rays of light, that is the headlamp of a vehicle, towards um, the signboard at night, you will see the reflections. That is to tell you that that is non-luminous. That's typically non-luminous. Rays of light falling on objects, and those objects will reflect back. Exactly. Now, that is by the way. We have some aspects that we also need to consider, which are some of the properties of the non-luminous sources. What are those properties? Now, we have this translucent object. What is a translucent object? I think you should know. Translucent objects are those objects that rays of light can pass through, but one cannot see through them. I was teaching my students today, and they said that translucent object, that one can see through it. I told them they should describe further. They said that when you are inside a vehicle, and the vehicle is having tinted glasses, when you're inside, you see somebody that is outside. I was laughing. One said, okay, when you are in your living room, at night, when there is light, somebody outside can see inside. Yes, it can happen like that. That is because of the rays of the light. It's because of the light source that is inside that living room. That is why somebody outside can see what is happening inside. For that of the car, it is because you are inside. That is why you can be able to see outside. But somebody that is outside can never see inside. Do you understand that? Except if you peep. Is that taken? Now I was made to prove my points. And the students were also proving their points. Did you get that? It is as a result of the light involved. So that is by the way. We have transparent objects. These are the objects during which rays of light pass through, and one can also see through them, such as your transparent glasses, your white nylon bag. We have the last one, which is opaque objects. These are the objects that one cannot see through, and light can never pass through them. Do you understand that? Objects like wood, human being, blocks, bricks, light cannot pass through them. I hope you know that. Now, are you getting me? Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to view this video to the end. Comment if you have any question, and also like. I have said it before that our next class will be, remember we didn't use board this time around. I'm just at the back of my wife's shop, and it just reflects to my mind that I should bring up this topic. Is that taken? So please, if there is any question you have, relate it under the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe. Is that clear? So that is all about what I have to tell you now. So we only have some minutes teaching on this topic, and maybe in our next class we are going to in fact, I am going to start from wave. I'm going to start from what is wave. That's what I'm supposed to have done, but something just tells me to start with this topic. Is that clear? Now, the assignment I will have for you is for you to make sure you comment. Give me some examples of translucent objects. Give me five examples of translucent objects, 3 examples of translucent, 5 transparent, and 7 opaque. Is a very simple one, isn't it? All right. Thank you for watching, and thank you very much for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to like. Subscribe and like. Is that clear? I remain Agaga. Thanks, and bye bye to you. Happy Democracy Day, because today is Democracy Day. So happy Democracy Day to you, and goodbye.